Good morning, Coach Slack here. I'm going to do a quick walk through the garden. Coming through the cage here, you can see some mint that comes back every year. The trellises with about a dozen cucumbers. You can also see some of the ladybugs that I use. They've been sticking around. Ladybugs are good to combat aphids and any other soft-bodied insects such as leaf-cutting worms and the various varieties. You can see I have an electrical fence put in on a timer to help thwart away deer and other animals that may come in. Got a row of about a dozen zucchini here. Especially the aphids especially traditionally affect my zucchini. Now to get into the root system, you would just see the plants wither to nothing. But ever since I've been using the ladybugs, I've been getting better. You can see some of the green zucchini flower buds already in the green zucchini. Here's some of the yellow squash variety right there. Yeah, the aphids would get into the root system of my zucchini every year, and then you would just watch the plants wither away. Here's a clump of mating ladybugs, which is always good because they'll lay their eggs next to the aphid eggs, and then their larvae will eat the larvae of the aphids. So definitely ladybugs, highly suggested. I use the convergens, that's native to Pennsylvania. Anyhow, coming into 2 rows, about 2 dozen tomato plants. I use about 5-6 different varieties. You can see my soaker hoses, which I also put on a timer every morning. They water the garden just at the base to prevent like splashing on the leaves stuff. Some of the people who get blight and such, a lot of that's caused by the watering and causing the dirt and mud to get up onto the leaves. Then I got a row of basil here, about a dozen basil. Basil's a great companion plant for both tomatoes and peppers, so I put a row of that in between the tomatoes and peppers. So about a dozen of those. Plus my mother-in-law loves to make pesto, so we need a bunch of basil to help that effort. Then we get into a couple rows of peppers. So I got about a little over 3 dozen peppers, mostly bell peppers. I put all sweet peppers in this garden because when you combine the hot peppers and the sweet peppers too close proximity, the sweet peppers will take on the hot qualities of the hot peppers. But we do a lot of bell peppers. My mother-in-law again likes to stuff those, and so I try my best to get a good harvest of those. So and you'll also notice the paper I put down with grass clippings, because I don't use any chemicals in the garden. No insecticide, no fertilizers, nothing. Just everything natural, water, sun. Grass clippings helps suppress the weeds and offer nitrogen back into the soil. And you'll see like a lot of eggshells from my mother-in-law's cooking we'll put in there. But that's about it. So early season preview of a garden in southwestern Pennsylvania.